So how did I go from being a burned out doctor, drowning in clinical admin, to landing a completely remote health tech role, analysing AI medical models with zero prior tech experience? And now I'm building a lifestyle business, helping other midlife professionals make similar transitions. In this video, I'm going to share my story and give you the step-by-step playbook that took me from clinical burnout to career freedom in just months. Are you ready for this? Let's go. Welcome to Life and Shift. And if you're new here, I'm Lena, and I completely changed my career by pivoting from clinical medicine to health tech. And now I'm building a lifestyle business, helping midlife professionals like you reinvent themselves and leverage their expertise in ways they never imagined possible. Quick favour before we start. I've set myself a challenge to reach 1,000 subscribers. So if you're on a similar journey or this kind of content resonates with you, please hit subscribe and help me get there. It really does make a big difference. All right, let's jump right in. I'm going to take you back to a time when I thought I had my life sorted. I did a science degree and then fast-tracked into medical school, put in over a decade of brutal training and student debt. I thought I was set for life, right? Society tells you that if you become a doctor, you are guaranteed respect, job security, and the satisfaction of making a meaningful difference. Well, that's not quite how it worked out. After all that training, I found myself in a system that felt completely broken. And look, I valued helping patients, but here's what they don't tell you about clinical medicine. The administrative burden was absolutely crushing. The 10-minute appointment slots where you're supposed to solve complex problems, the electronic health records that took longer to complete than the actual patient visit, the feeling that you're just another cog in a massive machine that prioritizes throughput over outcomes. And here's the thing that made it even worse. I could see the same inefficiencies happening over and over again, the same frustrated patients, the same burned out colleagues. And I realised something crucial: my medical expertise, my genetics background, my understanding of how healthcare systems work, all of it was being massively underutilised, seeing one patient at a time. Can you imagine spending over a decade training, going into significant debt, just to end up feeling like your skills could have a much bigger impact somewhere else? And here's where it gets really interesting. Most people would just stick it out, right? They'd say, well, at least you're a doctor, at least you have job security. But I couldn't do it anymore. The burnout was real. I felt trapped. I felt like I was wasting my potential. So you know what I did? I started looking for a way out. Not just any way out. I wanted to find a role where my medical credibility actually mattered, but where I could work remotely, have flexibility, and make an impact at scale. Now, some of you might be thinking, Lena, that sounds impossible. How do you transition from clinical medicine without retraining completely? And honestly, I thought the same thing at first. But here's where things got really interesting. I started researching what was happening in health tech, particularly around AI and machine learning in healthcare. And I kept seeing the same theme over and over again. Every single health tech company building AI models for diagnostics, treatment recommendations, or clinical decision support was desperately searching for one thing. Not software engineers, they had plenty of those. Not data scientists, they could hire those too. What they needed were clinicians, doctors and healthcare professionals who understood the actual clinical workflows, who could validate whether an AI model's output made medical sense, who could identify biases or dangerous edge cases that an engineer would never spot. that's when it clicked. My medical degree and genetics background weren't liabilities in the tech world. They were my superpower. I started looking specifically for medical reviewer roles and clinical advisor positions in health tech companies. And here's what I discovered. Most of these roles were completely remote, paid well, and didn't require you to have years of tech experience. What they required was clinical expertise and the ability to evaluate AI models from a medical perspective. So I found a role at a health tech company as a medical reviewer analysing AI medical models. My job to review the outputs from diagnostic tools and machine learning models, validate their clinical accuracy, identify potential safety issues, and provide feedback to the development teams. Completely remote, no prior tech experience required. Just my medical knowledge and critical thinking skills. Now here's the part where I break down exactly how I made this happen, because this is the replicable system that you can use too. Step one, I realised my clinical experience was the product. This was the biggest mindset shift. I stopped thinking of my medical background as something I needed to escape from and started thinking of it as my most valuable, irreplaceable asset. Health tech companies literally cannot build safe, effective AI tools without clinical validation. They need us. But here's the critical part. I had to translate my CV. Instead of listing clinical responsibilities, I reframed everything in tech language, managed 30 patients per day, acted as subject matter expert on clinical workflow optimization. Chief resident supervising junior doctors led cross-functional team of 15 plus clinicians to improve unit efficiency by 20%. Genetics background, became expert in complex diagnostic algorithms and risk assessment models. I spoke their language while highlighting my medical expertise. Step two, I targeted the right companies. I didn't just apply to every tech job I could find. I specifically targeted health tech companies that were building AI diagnostic tools, clinical decision support systems, or medical machine learning models. These companies desperately needed medical reviewers and clinical advisors. I researched companies like Babylon Health, Medipad, now Humor, Benevolent AI, and dozens of smaller health tech startups. I looked for job titles like medical reviewer, clinical advisor, clinical AI validator, medical affairs, specialist clinical informatics consultant. Step three, I use LinkedIn networking, doctor to doctor. Here's where the magic happened. Instead of just applying cold through job portals, I found doctors who had already made the transition to health tech. I sent them direct messages on LinkedIn. And because I led with, I'm a fellow doctor considering this transition, the response rate was incredible. The doctor-to-doctor connection opened doors. People were genuinely helpful. One conversation led to an introduction. That introduction led to an informal interview. And that informal interview led to my job offer. I didn't need to be a tech genius. I needed to position my medical expertise as exactly what they were missing. Step four, I emphasised problem solving over technical skills. In my interviews, I didn't pretend to be a data scientist. Instead, I talked about my ability to spot clinical errors, my understanding of edge cases in diagnostics, my experience with risk assessment. I shared examples of times I'd caught dangerous mistakes that non-clinicians would have missed. That's what they were hiring for, not coding skills, clinical judgment. And honestly, within weeks of starting the role, I realised this was exactly what I'd been looking for. Completely remote, flexible hours, intellectually stimulating work. And I was finally using my medical training to impact thousands or potentially millions of patients through better AI systems, not just one patient at a time. So now I'm working as a medical reviewer for health tech companies. I analyse AI medical models from my home office. I work when I want. I take breaks when I need them. No commute, no office politics, no 60-hour weeks. And I'm making a proper income while having a life outside of work for the first time in years. But here's what happened next. That surprised me. Once I made this transition and started sharing my story, I was absolutely flooded with messages from other midlife professionals, doctors, nurses, corporate professionals, all asking the same questions. How did you actually do this? Can I make this kind of transition at 45? I feel stuck. Is it too late for me? How do you use AI tools to make your life easier? And that's when I realised something. My story wasn't just about me. It was proof that midlife professionals with decades of expertise can absolutely reinvent themselves, leverage new technology, and build careers that give them freedom and impact. That's why I started this YouTube channel and my coaching brand, Life and Shift. I wanted to document the journey and help other people do what I did. So here's where I'm heading now. I love my health tech role. It gives me income, flexibility, and interesting work. But I've also realised that I can help hundreds or thousands of midlife professionals make similar transitions. And that's where the lifestyle business comes in. Through Life and Shift, I'm building a business that helps midlife professionals navigate career transitions using their existing expertise, understand and leverage AI tools without the tech overwhelm, build side income streams or full career pivots, design lives with more freedom and less stress. But here's what matters most. I'm building this alongside my health tech role. The remote flexibility gives me time to create content, run coaching sessions, and build this business without sacrificing income stability. It's the best of both worlds. And I'm using AI tools to automate almost everything. ChatGPT helps me create content, automation tools handle my email sequences, scheduling systems book my clarity sessions. I'm practicing exactly what I preach, using modern tools to work smarter, not harder. This lifestyle business isn't just about making money. It's about proving to other midlife professionals that their experience is valuable, that technology isn't something to fear, and that it's absolutely not too late to build something new. Here's what I've learned through all of this. Your decades of professional experience, whether that's medicine, corporate work, teaching, whatever, that's not baggage. That's your competitive advantage, especially in a world where AI and technology are changing everything. Companies need people who can bridge the gap between technology and real-world expertise. They need doctors who can validate AI. They need corporate professionals who understand industry workflows. They need experienced people who can spot what the 25-year-old engineers can't see. And beyond the career pivot, there's a massive opportunity to help others do the same thing. That's where the real freedom comes from, building a business around your knowledge and your story. So if my story resonated with you, if you're a midlife professional feeling stuck or burned out or worried you're being left behind, I want to help you. I've created a free guide called 5 AI Tools to Save Midlifers 5 hours weekly. These are the exact tools I use to run my health tech role efficiently and build my lifestyle business on the side. They're simple, they're practical, and they work even if you're not tech savvy. I'll put the link down below in the description. Download it, use it, and let me know what you think. And if you're serious about making a career transition or building something on the side, connect with me on LinkedIn or book a clarity session through Life and Shift. I'd love to help you figure out your next move. So, question for you. Did you think it was possible that a doctor with no tech experience could land a remote health tech role and start building a lifestyle business on the side, all in midlife? Let me know in the comments. that's it for this video. Subscribe to Life and Shift to follow along as I document this journey and share everything I'm learning about career transitions, AI tools, and building a lifestyle business. I'll see you in the next one.